A lot of times I see folks come into a new role, and the first thing they want to do is make a major change to the product, the organization, to the team. Sometimes that's the right way to go, but not always. I'd like to talk to you today about first order and second order thinking. When we try to change something that someone else created, we shouldn't just assume that their decisions were made without thought for the consequences. Regardless of what it is, they may have had a really good reason for making the choice that they did, even if we don't understand them at first. So let's identify first and second order thinking. Everyone can do first order thinking. It's very simple, it's quick. It usually takes very little effort. It is simply considering the immediate consequences of our decision. When we consider just the immediate consequences of our decisions, it can lead to simplistic solutions that don't really address any underlying issues. By comparison, second order thinking is a little more complex and takes longer. Second order thinking is a thinking that takes a more holistic view of the problem and considers the long-term consequences of any action that we take. Second order thinking tries to find solutions that are sustainable and effective. The fact that second order thinking is difficult and time-consuming and rare is what makes the ability to do it so powerful. Being able to conduct second order thinking gives you an advantage in the workplace. Being able to do it will get you extraordinary results, but so will learning how to recognize when other people are doing it. Understanding the reasons for why something was created the way it was and understanding the consequence of our changes will prevent us from accidentally making things worse. Some examples of how first order thinking can lead to bad outcomes. A company might decide to lay off employees in order to save money in the short term. It might be a quick and simple solution. However, in the long term, it decreases productivity and dampens morale. Eventually, the people who fear potential layoffs can cause the company to fail to deliver on product features and therefore impact how the company makes money at large. So the company saved a few dollars by letting go of a few workers, but that impact on productivity and morale eventually impacted the stakeholders. Another example of only using first order thinking is when a state or a government decides to create a new highway through protected land. It might be a great way to improve transportation in the short term, even over the next few years. But the destruction of a wildlife habitat could have significant and long-reaching environmental concerns. By relying on second order thinking, we can prevent some of these problems. A good UX designer will take the time to consider the impact of their actions and make sure that they're not creating new problems while attempting to solve old ones.